I'm Christopher Agawin, presenting to you the Rule 13 to 16. Rule 13, Arrest. Arrest it refers to taking a person in custody in order that he may be bound to answer the commission of the offense. Arrest is placing of a person in custody or under restraint, usually for the purpose of compelling obedience to the law. If the arrest occurs in the course of criminal procedure, the purpose of restraint is to hold the person for answer a criminal charge or to prevent him from committing an offense. 13.1 General Guidelines. All arrests should be made only on the basis of a valid warrant of arrest issued by a competent authority, except in instances where the law allows warrantless arrest. B. No violence or unnecessary force shall be used in making an arrest, and the person to be arrested shall not be subjected to any greater restraint than what is necessary under the circumstances. C. As a general rule, arrest can be made only a day of the week and at any time of the day or night. D. Only judges are authorized to issue warrant of arrest. E. A warrant of arrest is no longer needed if the accused is already under detention. An order of commitment is issued by judge in lieu of the warrant of arrest. General Guidelines 13.2 Warrant of Arrest. The warrant of arrest is the written authority of the arresting officer when making an arrest or taking of a person into custody in order that he may be bound to answer for the commission of an offense. Ang warrant of arrest ay isang kasulatan na pwede maarestuhin ng isang tao. The head of the office to whom the warrant of arrest has been delivered from implement shall cause the warrant to implemented within 10 days from receipt. Within 10 days after the expiration of such period, the police officer to whom it was assigned of implementation shall make a report to the judge who issued the warrant. In case of a failure to implement, the same shall state the reason thereof. Ang warrant of arrest ay nagtatagal lamang ng 10 araw at bago matapos ang 10 araw na iyon, ang police officer na naka-assign dito ay dapat siya mag-report sa judge kung ano yung nangyari, kung failure ba yung nangyari na pag-aresto sa isang tao. 13.3 Arrest without a warrant. A peace officer or private person may, without a warrant, arrest a person. 8. When he is present, the person to be arrested has committed is actually committing or attempting to commit an offense. When offense has just been committed and he is probable cause to believe based on personal knowledge of fact or circumstances that the person to be arrested has committed it. When the person to be arrested is a prisoner who has escaped from penal establishment of place where he is serving final judgment or temporarily confined while his case is pending, or has escaped while being transferred from a confinement area to another, where the accused released on bail attempt to leave the country without a court permission. Violation of conditional pardon punishable under Article 159 of the Revised Penal Code as a case of evasion of service of sentence. And arrest following of deportation proceeding by the Immigration Commissioner against illegal and undesirable aliens. Ang arrest without a warrant tumutukoy sa mga taong nag-commit ng crime or magko-commit ng crime. At dito pwede mo siyang gamitin yung arrest without a warrant sa mga taong nakatakas sa kulungan, o kaya tumakas sa kulungan. Pares lang yun. 13.4 Authority of the arresting officer when making an arrest. Police officer may summon assistance. A police officer making a lawful arrest may verbal summon as many persons as he deems necessary to assist him in effecting the arrest. Police officer may summon assistance. Dito naman, pag marami, kunyari, example, marami kang uhulihin, tapos ikaw lang mag-isa, pwede kang tumawag ng tulong sa mga kapwa mo police officer. Right of police officers to break into building or enclosure. A police officer, in order to make an arrest without or with warrant, may break into building or enclosure where the person to be arrested or is reasonably believed to be. If he is refused admitted thereto after announcing his authority and purpose. Dito naman, sinasabing pwede mo pasukin ng isang establishment, building or enclosure upang mahuli mo ang iyong dapat hulihin. Right to break out from building or enclosure. Whenever a police has entered the building or enclosure to make an arrest, he may break out therefrom when necessary to liberate himself. Ito naman, karapatan naman ng officer na lumabas sa pinasok niyang building o kaya enclosure, mga ganun. D. Arrest after escape or rescue. If a person lawful arrested escape or is rescued, any person may immediately pursue to retake him without a warrant at any time in any place within the Philippines. Ito nga, pwede mo naman arrestuhan ng taong nakatakas na hindi mo na kailangan ng warrant. Procedure. A serving of warrant of arrest. Verify the validity of the warrant and request for an authenticated copy from the issued court. 2. In serving the warrant, the police officer should introduce himself and show proper identification. 3. Make a manifestation of authority against the person to be arrested. 4. If refused entry, the police officer may break into any residence, office, building, and other structure where the person to be arrested is in or are reasonable believed to be in after announcing his purpose. 5. The police officer need not have a copy of the warrant in his possession at any time of the arrest. If the person arrested so required, the warrant should be shown to the arrested person as soon as possible. Secure the person to be arrested and use handcuffs for the protection of the arresting officer, other individuals, or the arrested person himself. 13.5 procedure pa rin. 7. Conduct thorough search for weapons and other illegal material on the person arrested and surrounding within his immediate control. 8. Inform the person to be arrested of his right under the law. Miranda warning and anti-torture warning. 9. No unnecessary force shall be used in making an arrest. 10. Confiscate evidence shall be properly documented with the chain of custody of evidence duly and clearly established. 11. Bring the arrested person to the police station for documentation. 12. Make a return of warrant to the court of origin. 13. Deliver the arrested person to jail, prison upon the issuance of commitment order of the court. B. Effecting warrantless arrest. Freeze or restrain the suspect. Ayun yung unang gagawin. 2. Make proper introduction as to identify the authority. Kailangan mo magpakilala bilang pulis. 3. Inform and arrest person of the circumstances of his arrest and recite the Miranda warning and anti-torture warning to him. Dito magpapakilala ka na bilang police officer at babasa mo na siya ng Miranda warning para alam niya na kung ano yung karapatan niya. Secure the person to 4. Secure the person to be arrested and use handcuff for the protection of the arresting officer, other individuals, or the arrested person. Ito naman, secure mo na yung aresto mong tao na naka-posas para wala siyang masaktan na iba o kaya masaktan ka rin bilang isang police officer. 5. Conduct thorough search for weapons and other legal material on the person arrested and surrounding within his immediate control. Ito naman yung pagkakapkap mo sa naaresto mo kung meron ba siyang dalang weapons o kaya mga illegal na material. 6. Confiscated evidence shall be properly documented with a chain of custody of evidence duly and clearly established. Dito naman, kailangan naka-preserve yung mga evidence na nakuha mo at sunod. 7. No unnecessary force shall be used in making an arrest. Ito naman, di mo naman kailangan gumamit ng pwersa kung nagpaparesto naman yung isang taong gumawa ng mali sa batas. Depende sa situation na huhulihin mo. Kung naglalaban, syempre kailangan mo gumamit ng force. Bring the arrest person to the police station for further investigation and disposition. Ito naman, dadali mo naman yung naaresto mong tao sa police station para imbestigahan siya kung bakit niya ginawa yung ginawa niya. 13.6. Duty to the arresting officer. It shall be the duty of the police officer implementing the warrant of arrest to deliver the arrested person without delay to the nearest police station or jail to record the fact of the arrest. Dito naman, kailangan mong dalhin yung nahuli mong tao agad-agad sa police station para ma-record ito. At the time of the arrest, it shall be the duty of the arresting officer to inform the person arrested the cause of the arrest and the fact that warrant had been issued for his arrest. The arresting officer need to have the warrant in his possession at the time of the arrest, but after the arrest, if the person arrested so required, the warrant shall be shown to him as soon as possible. Ito naman, ipapaalam mo sa kanya kung bakit siya inaresto at ipapakita mo yung warrant para malaman niyang inaaresto mo siya, na legal yung ginagawa mong pag-aaresto sa kanya. When women or children are among the arrested suspect, the arresting official shall task the Women and Children Protection Desk or WCPD officer or policewoman who is familiar with Women and Children Protection Desk duties to conduct the pat-down search. Ito naman, pag yung paghuhulihin ay bata or babae, ang dapat nahuhuli dito ay yung WCPD. D. In case of arrest without a warrant, it shall be the duty of the arresting officer to inform the person to be arrested of his authority and the cause of the arrest, except when he please or force resist before the arresting officer has the opportunity to inform him or when giving of such information will imperil the arrest. 13.6 pa rin. Duties of the arresting officer. The person arrested with or without warrant shall be informed of his constitutional right to remain silent and and that any statement he make could be against him. All that he is the right to communicate with his lawyer or his immediate family and the right to physical examination. Ito may karapatan naman ng isang taong manahimik at magpasawalang kibo pag siya ay huhulihin. A person arrested without a warrant shall be immediately brought to the proper police station for investigation with unnecessary delay. He shall be subjected to inquest proceeding within the time prescribed in Article 125 of the Revised Penal Code. G. No torture, force, violence, threat, intimidation, or any other means with which the free will shall be used against the arrested person. The bringing of arrested person to secret detention place, solitary confinement, and the like is prohibited. Pagdadala daw ng tao sa secret detention place ay pinagbabawal at pinagbabawal din ng pag-torture o paggamit ng puwersa, violence, threat, intimidation, or any other means H. If the person arrested without a warrant waives his rights under the provision of Article 125 of the Revised Penal Code, the arresting officer shall ensure that former sign a waiver of detention in the presence of his counsel of choice. And if the person arrested waives his rights against self-incrimination and choose to give his statement, the arresting officer shall ensure the waiver in maiden writing and signed by the person arrested in the presence of a counsel of his own choice or a competent and independent counsel provided by the government. 13.7 Physical examination, arrested person and suspect. Before interrogation, the person arrested shall have the right to be informed of his right to demand physical examination by an independent and competent doctor of his own choice. If he cannot afford the service of a doctor on his own choice, he shall be provided by the state with a competent and independent doctor to conduct physical examination. If the person arrested is female, she shall be attended to preferable by a female doctor. Rule 14. Search and seizure. 14.1 Requisite for the issuance of search warrant. A search warrant shall be issued only upon probable cause in connection with one specific offense to be determined personally by judge after examination under oath or affirmation of the complainant and the witness presented. The search warrant shall be particularly describe the place to be searched and the thing to be seized, which may be anywhere in the Philippines. A. The following properties may be the object of search warrant. Properties. Number 1. Properties which are the subject of the offense. 2. Stolen invest proceed of fruits of the offense. 3. Object including weapon, equipment, and other item used be intended to be used as the means of committing an offense. B. Object that are illegal first, even if not particularly described in search warrant, may be seized under the plain view of doctrine. 14.2 Validity of search warrant. The warrant shall be valid for 10 days from the date of issuance and may be served at any day within the said period. Thereafter, it shall be void. Yung warrant of arrest ay nagtatagal lamang ng 10 days simula ng pag-issue nito. At pag lumagpas na ito, hindi na pwede gamitin ng mga police officer. Sabi nga dito, it shall be void. If in the implementation of search warrants its object or purpose cannot be accomplished in one day, the search can be continued the following days or days until the completed, provided it is still within the 10 days validity period of the search warrant. Kung hindi natapos yung pag-search dito ng isang araw, pwede ulit ituloy ng kinabukasan o sa susunod na araw basta hindi aabot ng 10 days. Basta hindi lalagpas ng 10 days. If the object or purpose of search warrant cannot be accomplished within the 10 days validity period, the responsible police officer conducting the search must file before the issuing court an application. 14.3 Time of search. The warrant should be served during daytime unless there is a provision in the warrant allowing serve at any time of the day or night. Yung warrant dapat daw i-serve lang ng daytime. Pero depende naman sa pag kukuhanan mo ng warrant kung nag-serve sila ng anytime of the day or night. 14.4 Application for search warrant. All application for search warrant shall be approved for filing by the Chief of Office. The application shall be indicate the following data. A. Office applying for the search warrant. B. Name of officer applicant, yung pangalan ng aplikante. C. Name of the subject if known. Yung pangalan ng subject na yung kukunin sa taong arrest mo. D. Address or place to be searched, yung address ng gusto mong huli na tao. Specific statement of things article to be seized. Sketch of the place to be searched. All approved applicants shall be recorded in logbook duly maintained for the purpose indicating the name of the applicant, name of respondent, nature of the offense, and the data application. 14.5 Authority of police officer when conducting search. In the conduct of search, if at giving notice of his purpose and authority the police officer is refused admittance to the place of search, he may break open any outer or inner door or window or any parts of the house or anything therein to implement the warrant, or liberate himself of any person lawfully aiding him when unlawfully detained therein. Sinasabi naman dito, pag yung tao is ni-refuse niya yung pag-aresto sa kanya, pwede mo itong pasukin yung bahay nila upang ma-aresto mo siya. Pwede mo sirahin yung pinto, bintana para makapasok sa nila, para ma-aresto mo yung taong gusto mong arestoin. 14.6 Prohibited acts in the conduct of search by virtue of search warrant. Okay. Houses, room, or other premises shall not be searched except in the presence of the lawful occupant thereof or any member of his family, or in the absence of latter, in the presence of two witnesses in sufficient age and discretion residing in the same locality. Ang pag-search daw ng bahay and room ay hindi pwede except kung ang occupant ay mayroong witness na dalawa na may tamang edad at walang problema sa pag-iisip. Lawful personal properties, papers, and other valuable not specially indicated or particularly described in search warrant shall not be taken. Yung mga personal belongings ng mga tao na huhulihin mo na hindi kasama sa search warrant, hindi mo pwede kunin. Shall not be taken. 14.7 Inventory and delivery of property seized. The police officer who confiscated property under the warrant shall issue a detailed receipt of property seized to be lawful occupant of the premises, or in the absence of such occupant shall do so in the residence of at least 2 witnesses of sufficient age and discretion residing in the same locality. The receipt shall likewise include items seized under the plain view of doctrine. The police officer must then leave a receipt in the place in which he found the seized property and duplicate copy thereof with any barangay official having jurisdiction over the place searched. The police officer must forthwith deliver the property seized to the judge who issued the warrant together with an inventory thereof duly verified under oath. 14.8 Valid search and seizure without a search warrant. A search made incident to valid arrest. A person lawfully arrested may be searched from dangerous weapon and anything which may be used of which may constitute proof in the commission of offense without a search warrant. The warrantless arrest, search and seizure as incident of lawful arrest may extend beyond the person of the arrested to include the premises or surrounding under his immediate control. B. Search of moving vehicle. If the police officer who will conduct the search have reasonable or probable cause to believe before the search that either the motorist is a lawful offender or they will find instrumentality or evidence pertaining to a crime in the vehicle to be searched, and vehicle may be stopped and subject to an extensive search. C. Seizure of evidence in plain view. Any subject in plain view is subject to seizure and may be introduced as evidence requirement under the plain view of doctrine. The police officer must have prior justification from intrusion, or other must be in position from which he can view a particular area. The discovery of evidence in plain view is unintentional, or it is immediately apparent to the police officer that the item he observed may be evidence of a crime, contraband, or is a valid subject of seizure. 14.8 Valid search and seizure without a search warrant. D. When there is a waiver on the right or there is consented search. To constitute a waiver of his constitutional right, it must appear first the right exists, second that the person involved had knowledge, either actual or constructed, of existence of such the said person had actually intention to relinquish the right. Search under stop and frisk rule. The police officer has the right to stop citizen on the street, interrogate him, and pat him for weapons whenever he observed unusual conduct which convinces in him that a criminal activity exists. F. Emergency and exigent circumstances. A search warrant could be valid dispensed with in case of exigent and emergency situation, and the police officer have the reasonable grounds to believe that a crime is committed, and they have no opportunity to apply for a search warrant from the court because the latter were closed. Tip information: if the police officer have the reasonable grounds to believe that subjects are engaged in illegal activities, the tip information is sufficient to provide probable cause to effect a warrantless search and seizure. Investigation procedure. Rule 15. Investigation by the territorial police and police unit after an armed confrontation. 15.1. Responsibility of the territorial police unit. The police unit that has territorial jurisdiction over the area where the armed confrontation occurred shall secure the scene and immediately undertake the necessary investigation. Kunyari, ikaw ang pulis na nakikita sa taong nag-aamok. Kailangan i-secure mo na ang area para wala na masaktan na ibang tao at imbestigahan na itong tao na itong ba't siya gumagawa ng karahasan sa mundo. 15.2. Scene of the crime operation or SOCO. Team to process the crime scene. The concerned police unit shall immediately request the scene of the crime operation team to conduct crime scene processing. 15.3. Mandatory examination of firearms seized, confiscated during the police operation. All firearms, cartridge, and slugs seized, captured, or recovered during checkpoint or pursuit operation or in any other police operation, including those seized during the service of warrant, and more important, those recovered from the crime scene shall immediately be submitted to the local crime laboratory or CLO, which shall in turn process it for capturing and cross-matching through the Integrated Ballistic Identification System or IBS. The field investigator or investigator on case shall submit the photo of firearms and receipt issued by the local crime laboratory office for the said firearms cartridge to the prosecutor or the court. Should the prosecutor eventually require the physical submission of firearms, the investigator on case shall manifest with prosecutor or court that subpoena be issued for the crime laboratory which issued the receipt to present the said firearms. And it also imperative that chain of custody be strictly observed and documented, and therefore as much as practicable it shall be investigator on case should personally submit the recovered firearm shell slug to the local crime laboratory. 15.4. Inquest proceeding necessary when the suspect dies. In case of firearm confrontation, wherein the suspect dies, the team leader of the operations unit shall submit incident of inquest before duty inquest prosecutor prior to removal of the body from the scene, except in the areas wherein there are no inquest prosecutors, in which case the territorial police unit can proceed with the investigation. Rule 16. Judicial Affidavit Rule. This rule shall apply to all action, proceeding, and incidents requiring the reception of evidence before the court in place of direct testimony of witness in order to reduce the time needed for completing their testimony. 16.1 Application to rule to criminal action. This rule shall apply to all criminal action where the maximum impossible penalty does not exceed in 6 years. 16.2 Content of Judicial Affidavit. Judicial affidavit shall be prepared in the language known to the witness, and if not in English or Filipino, accompanied by translation in English or Filipino, shall be contain the necessary data information. A. The name, age, residence, or business address of occupation of the witness. B. The name and address of the lawyer who conduct or supervise the examination of the witness in the place where the examination is being held. A statement that witness is answered the question asked from him fully conscious that he does so under oath and that he may face criminal liability for false testimony or plea of perjury. D. Question and answer of the witness in his corresponding answer consecutively number that. Number 1. Should the circumstances under which the witness acquired the fact upon which he testifies. 2. Elicit from him those facts which are relevant to the issue that case present, and identify the attached documentary and object evidence and establish their authenticity in accordance with the rule of court. A. Signature of the witness over his printed name. B. A jurat or a proof that an oath was taken before the administering officer or notary public. 16.2 Sworn attestation of the lawyer. The judicial affidavit shall contain sworn attestation and at the end executed by the lawyer who conducted or supervised the examination of witness to the effect that A. He faithfully recover or cause to be recorded the question he asked and corresponding answer that witness gave. B. Neither he nor any other person then present or assisting him coach the witness regarding the latter answer. And that's all. Thank you.